Hey, this is Donna. I'm going to do a tarot reading. I'm going to try to teach you a little bit, show you how I was taught. My mother taught me. Um, and let's get started. I use the deck that I'm using this time is the 1JJ Swiss deck. And the reference book is A Complete Guide to the Tarot by Eden Gray. Let's see, I'm going to run down a couple of disclaimers. I do not like dead air nor the sound of shuffling cards, so my readings will be meditated on and dealt before the recordings. Plus, I adhere it to the wall, and then it's a time saver, so just trust me. At this time, I won't be clarifying on this particular reading. I didn't feel the need. I'll just tell you what I think. This is a general read and not a one-on-one session, so not everything may resonate with you. This message is from me to a general audience, so you're to take from this what you feel is applicable to you. Reading results are gathered from the tarot and my own personal reception of intuition during the reading and before, as I sit down beforehand also. I believe you see what you need to see when you need to see it, so this reading is considered timeless. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes. As always, use your own judgment. No one can tell you what to do. Use your own judgment. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe and turn on notifications for future uploads. At this time, I cannot tell you how often that's going to be. It's looking like it's going to be monthly, but I'm not sure, so we'll see how that goes. This is the reading that I got, and I'm going to stand because I think you can hear better when I stand. Pardon me, for some reason I always sneeze before the recordings. I don't understand, but whatever. Anyway, let's get started. The way I was taught, this is a full-length reading. The way I was taught, I don't have a name for this format. I don't know what it is. I can't find it anywhere. If someone does, let me know. But the way I was taught is you take the deck after you're, satisfied shuffling it. You separate the deck into 3 piles. And on the bottom of each pile, you take that card, and I call that the first 3. So that would be these guys. And then you can take these 3 and just go about your day. That'll be your quick little reading for you. But if you want the full length, you can do the rest of the spread. Or if you want a shorter one, you can just do 1 card in each area. They all work. Whatever you have time for. I'm doing the full length one right now. I'm double checking to see if it's focusing. Okay, yeah, I don't know what the deal is with these dang recorders. Their focusing is like, I don't know. Anyway, so the first 3 should encapsulate what the rest of the reading is, and they are always read upright. I don't know why. I have no idea. But that's just what I was taught, so that's the way we're going to do it. Some readers read only upright. Some readers read only major arcana. Some only read minor arcana. Some read upright and upside down. I do all, so that's what the book references. So that's why I write it down too, because I can't remember everything. I suppose it would be easier if I just did upright only, but I don't. I like to have the more in-depth readings, the in-depth meanings for the cards. So anyway, so the first 3. The first card was the 2 of Pentacles. And this card represents choice, the ability to juggle 2 situations at one time, lightheartedness, harmony during a change, throughout a change, like having uplifting mood, spirits, whatever, even though things are changing around you. There is news, messages, However, new projects might be difficult to launch. Doesn't mean to give up on them. Just means that might have a couple of rough starts or whatever, a couple of bumps. And it also represents a character that is industrious but unreliable. Someone who's up and down a lot. That could be you, or it could be someone around you. I don't see any face cards or anything around, so it could possibly be you. If you're of even temperament, you generally, you're not up and down, you're just, same all the time or whatever, then it may be, someone you're dealing with, whether it's a partner, a family member, or work relationship or something. Could be somebody else. It does represent choice. And the other card in this reading that represents choice also is the Two of, where is it? Yeah, the Two of Wands. This one represents crossroads, which is also choice. So you'll be needing to make a decision in the future, and we'll see what it is. I think I'm feeling like it's more of your finances seem to be okay, but emotionally, maybe in your love area or family or whatever, it's a little bumpy. But you'll see. But it's all going to work out. The second card of the first three is the Ace of Wands, and that card represents conquest, triumph, power, great activity, and a character that has the ability of great love and great hate. Someone who's, probably one of those people that you either love them or you hate them. And that's reflecting this card too, the ups and the downs. So this person, they're either going to, you never really know what you're getting with them. This also represents that there will be a birth of a child of heroic temperament. This card represents championship. So someone's going to have a baby. You're going to be hearing about someone having a baby. There might be more than one, so you'll have to pay attention. But one of them, if not more than one, are going to have heroic temperament. They're going to do good in this world. They're going to be of great value to you and your family, and possibly your business, whatever. But generally, births are in the family, but it could be like a partner, a family, or a business partner having a family, growing, adding to their family and stuff. Could be either way, but it's good news. And then the third card is the Nine of Wands, and this card represents pause in a struggle. However, you're gonna get prepared. You're gonna gain strength in this reserve. So while you're resting, you're gonna be growing in strength. And you're gonna be gathering your resources and things like that. It also signifies eventual victory, but a steady force must be applied. So slow and steady wins the race. One step at a time. Just hang in there. It also represents stubbornness, strength, power, and health. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of stubbornness. You can get a lot done, having a stubborn personality. So I think there's a lot to be said for that. But it's health, power, strength, all that. So it's a really good reading. So there might be some bumps. Little bit, you'll have to make a choice, but you'll end up pausing in the end, but you'll end up having to make that choice and winning in the long run, and your money looks fine from what I can tell. The first area of the reading, when we get into the big one, is the center area. This represents you right now, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, things that are influencing you, people, your job, your money situation, all kinds of things. Dog, I'm sorry he's whining. He just, hush, lay down. Just lay down. The center card, which is you right now, is the Eight of Wands, and it's upside down. This card represents desperate attempts of communication. Now, usually this is somebody trying to communicate with you. That's generally how I take it. And that can be, email, text, phone calls, social media, whatever. Someone's trying to get a hold of you or has been. This also represents delay, stagnation in business or love, and jealousy. So you're at a pause already. I mean, it mentions pause anyhow twice in the reading, but you're at a pause right now. And jealousy is mentioned twice. So here it's mentioned jealousy, and that's not you. That usually it is someone jealous of you, what you have. They're jealous of you. Generally, every now and then it might be you, but I'm not picking up on that. But anyway, next to it we have the Knight of Wands, and he's upside down. The face cards or the court cards, like the king, queen, the knight, and the page, all have physical attributes given to them. But I believe that the character of the card is more applicable, but I'll give you the attributes. But anyone can change their hair and their eye color. But this person, the Knight of Wands, is usually a blonde with blue eyes, hazel eyes. They are almost always a young person, generally like somebody 25 or younger, or they are someone who is emotionally immature. So you can have somebody up to 60 years old be represented by this card because they are an emotional freaking retard. So, sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but just somebody you're dealing with just has not progressed, and hopefully you see them quickly. But this person is actually probably emotionally immature. This card in reverse, it says the very first definition is the would-be lover turns jealous. So he gets jealous, or he or she gets jealous. By the way, gender is fluid, and we have masculine and feminine sides to our personalities. So it is what it is, however it fits. But this person turns jealous. Maybe they're not happy with attention that you're getting from other people, or hopefully they're not jealous of you in business, because everything generally goes into one pot, so it's be kind of dumb to be jealous of them. But some people are. I'm not judging, but anyway, this person causes conflict because of this jealousy. There's going to be frustration, and it may possibly affect your work. So I don't know if you work with this person, but if you're dating somebody at work, this may, of course, that may very well affect it. Very few people I know can act normal, and if they're working with that person, they sure as hell can't act normal. Somebody's going to get pissed or throw darts or something, insults, whatever. But this person, it is a warning, so just, you can either engage and argue with them, or take the high road. Over here we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and that's in your center area also. This one is right side up, which is awesome. It's a 10. 10s are generally completion. They're the end of cycles. The Wheel of Fortune represents success, unexpected luck, change for the better, new conditions, which new conditions are generally a good thing, like a new boss, or maybe you'll get a new coworker, or you get a new office or new desk, or something. It could also be at home if you're stay at home. Could be something like that. Like if you stay at home, like your mother-in-law all of a sudden starts coming over more often, or comes to live with you or whatever, that would create new conditions. But this is a positive card. It also represents creative evolution. The unexpected luck from this card is also mentioned here in the Seven of Swords upside down. And they're right next to each other. It's funny, these two cards are next to each other also. But this is the work area, or the homemaker area, the group activity area. But anyway, in the middle, so you've got some good fortune coming your way, or that's happening with you and everything. But right now, it looks as though your love situation is a little bit rocky. Whoever you're interested in is not seeing the whole picture, or they're just being shallow and jealous. I mean, you can be jealous and just hurt, like or you can also be shallow and jealous. You're jealous of what that person has, and you're not really jealous of anyway. Over here, this area is the past. And generally this is the near past. That's further in the past. That's way in the past. Each of these sections are read that way. The closer it is to you right now is how far away it is from you. In the past over here, some people don't want to bother with it. I do. The first card that was the nearest, most recent past, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And it is upside down. And this card is represented by impatience, little gain after much work, anxiety about a loan. So I feel that you were impatient, and you're putting in all this work and stuff. You're putting in all this effort in something. If you work, then you put it all into work, and you didn't get a raise. And you felt like you should have. And all of it boils down to money. They say money can't buy happiness. I say, let me give it a damn try. I'll be friggin' happy. I can buy, it's all your point of view. And, money is not the root of all evil. Money is, actually a useful tool. Just depends on who's holding it. And if you're good of heart, yeah, you got nothing to worry about. But you were a little impatient, or a lot impatient. Not saying it wasn't just. You were probably justified being impatient because you put in a lot of work. Here you have, further back in the past, you've got the King of Swords. He's right side up. His attributes are dark hair, dark eyes. This generally represents an attorney or a judge, a general or a governor, doctor. This person gives wise counsel, and they're firm as a friend as they are a foe. So they have many ideas. This person could be of like high government, like CIA, FBI, or higher, above the law. No one's really above the law, but like above the law. And then also represents power, strength, authority, military, and lawsuit. So I'm feeling like, generally if there's an attorney or a judge, there's like some kind of, either there was a divorce or you had some kind of breakup in a business, something like that, or both. Further back in the past, we have the Ten of Wands, and this one is right side up. This represents end of a cycle. This card represents a force that was used for selfish means, for selfish ends, unwise use of power. There was an imbalance. And it says, test of fire and heartbreak. But the problem is soon solved. So I'm really feeling like it's a divorce, separation, or something. And then the attorney and the judge, the judgment came into play. Maybe you're still waiting on a judgment, but you're like, damn, it's been long enough. Something should be decided by now. Don't be too impatient. Just, sit it out. It doesn't look too bad in the future. So, anyway, over here we have the work area. If you're, stay at home or homeschool or whatever, that's your area also. This is generally group activities. I feel like, bowling or Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, volleyball, things that are group activities. Family reunions. The first card is the Seven of Swords upside down. This one represents unexpected luck. Unexpected luck. So, sound advice. So, you're getting sound advice. So, you're probably getting it from the attorney. I'm feeling like because of the divorce or the separation or whatever. So, you're following that advice. And you should follow your attorney's advice. It also means instruction, wishes about to be fulfilled. So, they haven't yet, but you need to hang in there. I was feeling bottles, wine, like whether the bottles are filled with wine or the bottles are like knickknacks or a gift or something. There's something with bottles with your group area. So I don't know if you're going to do something with bottles or you're going to get a bottle as a gift, or I think someone's going to give you a bottle as a gift, whether it's empty or not. It might be like a crafty empty bottle that you put sand in or some other decoration. Do-it-yourself kind of thing. Could be a wine bottle, for celebration. Further in the future, you've got the Three of Swords. This card sucks whether it's upside down or right side up. And this one means stormy weather for the heart, tears, separation, upheaval, civil war possible, political strife. So, whatever was going on here is carrying on. Well, this was saying with the person being jealous, it's going to affect your work. And if you're a working person, it is affecting your work. So you need to just take the high road and just put your blinders on and just keep your nose to the grindstone. Just work, 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 work. Don't let anybody upset you. If they repeatedly call you at work, just hang up on them. It may interfere, but, if you have to be honest with your boss, then tell them what's going on. But, anyway, I hope that's not your issue. But, this card is generally an emotional card, and it sucks. It means someone's been lying to you, but, I don't particularly see any lying. I just see unhappiness, and there was some fighting, and a would-be lover turns jealous. So Um, it's feeling like it's short-lived. The furthest in the future in this area is the Eight of Cups upside down. This card represents interest in success. So like materialistic, you're wanting to be number one at work, you're wanting to bring in the most money, you're wanting to be successful. Joy, feast. Here's the bottles, and I wrote that stuff down before I got the cards out and looked them up and everything. I looked up bottles, or I wrote down bottles, wine, and knickknacks, and I also wrote down travel. I wrote down, what was the other thing? I think I wrote down messages too. I can't remember what the other thing was. Coffee. The coffee. Anyway, where was that? Where did I leave off? So the Eight of Cups upside down represents joy, feast, new love. And new love was also reflected here with the one, or the Ace of Wands. That card represents, beginning of a love family also. So this card is a new love. And then an ex possibly reaching out. So beware of an ex. I mean, it may be someone that just wants to see how you're doing, or it may be someone that wants to mess up your, just come back and jack up your life for a little bit like they've always done, and then they're friggin' gone. Adios. So I wouldn't play into that. Doesn't ever really get you anywhere. But you do you do what you want. But generally, this is a good card, and it's, you're on the up. So you'll have a reason to celebrate. These are theoretical roads to the future, and you can take one or the other, or take one of these cards, one of those cards, or take some or none of them. It's up to you. These, generally, I use these as warnings. So it doesn't matter which side you read first either. The Ace of Wands, like I said before, represents the beginning of love, beginning of an enterprise, an invention, or a family, which is love. Like I said, that's reflected down here as well. Okay. It also represents beginning of a journey, adventure, or an escapade. So you'll be traveling, whether you have to travel for work or, on your own, your personal, whatever, you'll be traveling. And I did write down travel beforehand. And then you've got, travel is also represented in the World card also. We'll get to that one later. Then you've got, further into the future, the Five of Cups, and it's right side up. Now, this is generally a card of disappointment, sorrow, disillusion in love. So whatever you're beginning here, you may be hitting a bump, which actually makes sense because this would-be lover turns jealous. So you're hitting a bump. Well, it looks like, what is the last one? Looks like you'll be, it'll end up turning out alright, but you'll have to make a decision about it, one way or the other. But anyway, disappointment, sorrow, disillusion in love, broken marriage, loss of friendship, vain regret, but with something left over. And generally in the book or in other decks, this is represented by 3 cups that are spilled. And then there's 2 cups that are still full, but they're behind you. So just turn around and see those other 2 cups. Screw the 3 that fell over. Who gives a shit? move on. You still have 2 cups left. Just, divvy it out so you don't run out. But, keep those 2 cups you've got left. Guard them and use them wisely. I mean, you're not broke. You're not rock bottom is basically what it's saying. Then the last card is the furthest in the future is the 6 of Pentacles, and that's upside down. This card represents purse proud, jealous. Jealousy was mentioned 3 times. I didn't even mention that. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, I thought it was just the twice. So you've got jealousy 3 times. But this could be somebody, like a coworker jealous of you. May not be a lover. But it says bad debts, present prosperity threatened, and then gifts given to you, but they're as a bribe. So someone's going to try to turn your favor by giving you something, but it's not what it's presenting to be. Look into any kind of propositions and gifts and things like that. I mean, if it's too good to be true, just like what they said, it probably is. I'm not interested. If it's something for free, I don't know. Anyway, so on the other side, so watch out for that. But you still have 2 cups left over. So just make sure you watch your money, because it says present prosperity threatened. You can make it last. That's what this is warning you. You can make it last and stretch it. You've got the beginning of something great. And it doesn't say it's over. It just says there's disappointment. It may be over with one person, but I don't see any people in here other than this person. But, if they're that emotionally immature, you don't want their ass anyway. Over here, the other theoretical road to the future, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, and this is right side up. This card represents material increase, master craftsman, skilled artist. That's of interest. If you're an artist, put your work out there. If you can't put your work out there, take photos and put photos out there of your work. Get yourself out there. It also represents commercial gain. So get your stuff out there. It is a card of masons and societies and groups and things like that. So there's like a support system. It represents strength and structure. So you've got people supporting you. Get your stuff out there. It also represents somebody wanting to work with you. So someone wants to work with you and rebuilding. So whatever disappoints you, this disappoints you, whatever, you're going to be rebuilding. You're always going to be rebuilding anyway. You don't seem like a quitter anyhow. The next card, did I get everything on that? Yeah. And I said someone wants to work with you. Okay. The next card is the World card from the Major Arcana. It's the number 21. It's upside down. This card represents Capricorn or Capricorn season. So you're either dealing with a Capricorn, you're going to meet a Capricorn, or it's during Capricorn birth season, which would be, I believe, mid-January or mid-December to mid-January. Excuse me. I may be wrong. Look it up. But this card is upside down. And this card generally represents an end of a cycle. The Ten of Wands, where was the Ten of Wands? Down here. Represents end of a cycle. So this cycle, this divorce or separation, whatever you're going through, it's going to be ending relatively soon. But you're going to have support for yourself. And, if you have kids or whatever, you will have support. This card also represents online presences. If you have a YouTube channel, if you Facebook, whatever, if you have a podcast, world recognition, celebrity, being in the public eye. Generally, it's completion, reward, success, triumph in all things. Travel, change of residence. I mentioned travel before. Liberation, cosmic consciousness. So you've got this, you're almost there. Your success you're not quite there yet. You're going to be there. But it also mentions fear of travel, fear of change, which you shouldn't be. You will be traveling. So you really shouldn't be afraid to travel. It's just something different. I love seeing new places. I love traveling. I don't care if it's just, one town over, different road. I just, I like seeing new places and stuff. But, you're too attached to your job or your residence, and there's a lack of vision. So you need to loosen up a little bit. And if your job tells you to travel, you're going to have to travel anyway. You may have to travel to see a family member. And then whatever it was in the past, that's completing. And that's going to lead you to this card. This card is the Two of Wands, and it's right side up. And this card is Crossroads. And it's a decision card. You're going to have to make a decision. But you're going to have courage to go on new enterprises. So like I said, I see you traveling. So you're going to break free of whatever it is that's, holding you back. You're going to be branching out. It also says scientific methods will be used. So what works for you, you're going to continue that. It also mentions influence. So you're going to have influence over other people. That may have something to do with your online presence. So if you have a YouTube channel, you may be influencing people. Kindness, generosity, yet a proud and unforgiving nature. That's pretty much, I feel like that's you. But it's all going to work out for you. You're going to end up having to make a decision. When you have to pause, try to be patient. What you are owed will be coming to you. You just have to wait for it. And your finances are going to be good. They're going to be well. You have commercial gain in the Three of Pentacles. You will be making some money. You may not be rich, but you're on your way. And the romantic part, it looks like whatever you're going to be running into somebody, it's going to end as soon as it starts, because you're going to be dealing with someone who's jealous, and it's better of it anyway. Good riddance. And if you don't know the person that well anyhow, good riddance. You don't need to be raising somebody. You got your own kids. You don't need to be, raising another adult, trying to have a frickin' romantic relationship with somebody who doesn't give a shit about you, or they only think about themselves. If they loved you, they'd be with you. If they loved you, they'd be spending every moment that they can with you. They'd be reaching out to you. If it was true love, they wouldn't be able to go on without you. I believe in that old-fashioned romantic crap. So, and you can have friends that you're that way too, where you love to be with them, and those are soulmates. I mean, not every soulmate is a lover. I mean, soulmates can be friends and family and, children or relatives or whatever. I mean, you have many soulmates. Kindred spirits, that's a soulmate. I had a soul cat for 17 freaking years. Loved that thing more than life. So, Anyway, so I hope this reading helps. Just watch out for someone's jealousy. You know, take the high road. Don't get into any arguments. It's going to all work out, and you're going to end up, you know, any kind of pause, or, you know, hell, if I have a pause, I take a damn nap. Any kind of pause, just you're going to gather strength and reserve. So if you have to rest, rest. Just rest. Pretend you're a freaking spy and you're just laying low and observing. You know, you don't have to always be doing something. But things will be working out for you. Anyway, if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe and turn on notifications for future uploads. Like I said before, I don't know how often that's going to be. I might try to do the zodiac signs. I'm going to try to do that, but they'll be shorter because I can't be doing, you know, like a really long one for each zodiac sign. I might try to for like maybe a yearly reading or monthly, but I don't know how often I can do that. But anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this, and have a blessed day.